Hi guys, how are you all today? We're gonna do a little bit of yoga today, and I believe that there are some sun salutations on the menu. So that is the plan. Grab yourself a mat, a nice easy open space, and of course a band or a strap so that we can stretch out your hammies when the time is right. Yes? So as always, make any adjustments that you need to, any changes, and you do you, right? So let's get going here. Go ahead and find your easy seated position, lift your ears right up to the sky, close those eyes, and let us find your focus. So deep breath in and full breath out. Thinking about your posture as you breathe. Inhale, begin that breath down at the base of the spine and move that breath up through the spine, up into the crown of the head. Then as you exhale, that breath travels back down that same path. So as we inhale, we become taller. And as we exhale, we hold that length. So breathing and lengthening here in this nice, easy seated position. Good, good. Let's continue to move that breath through the body as we start to move and stretch. So right ear to the right shoulder. Good, good. And left ear, left shoulder. And up to the top. Same thing, hands on the mat to the right. And to the left. Good, lifting that head back up to the top. Take that chin right on down towards the chest. And lift that chin right up to the sky. Fabulous. Scoop those arms out and up. Inhale, lift tall. Reach up through those fingertips. We're going to bring those hands then down onto your back, and let's press those elbows up to the sky as you lift your chin at the same time. So you might have a little arch in that back here. Open up. Let those elbows come forward, and we're going to take those hands, push those palms down into the floor behind you. And then once you're there, we can just lift up those hips into butterfly. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. And lower down. Excellent. Come on up to the top. Rotate to the side here. We're going to take one step forward with your hands. So as we hinge forward, palms or fingertips on that mat, everything is nice and flat. Spine is straight. We're reaching out through the crown of the head. Good. Take a breath. And then drop that nose down to that knee. Lifting up that head, everything is nice and flat. Come to the center. So we're just hinging out. That back is still nice and straight here. Shoulders are easy. Neck is nice and loose. You can feel those hips right there on that mat. Take a breath. And then go ahead and drop down. Nose comes closer to that floor. Come on up to that flat back, and let's go ahead and step over to that other knee. There we are. There's that flat, flat back as we hinge it out here. Everything just long and easy. Breathing and rounding forward. might lift it back up to that flat back, and we'll come on back up to the top into that little twist before we come on around to the center. Very nice. Let's drop that body around just into an easy trunk rotation. So we come on around and up, and the other side. Hi, pal. Around and up. So just take a couple of these in the opposite directions here. Around and up as we loosen. How about one more? Lovely. Before we come back up to the top. Great. Press those hands right on down into that mat, and then let's lift up tall, nice straight spine. Ears are lifted. I'm taking a little bit of weight out of my hips by pushing my palms down into that mat. You can feel that mid-back loosen up a little bit. So breathe in and breathe out. Very nice. Everything is a little bit more loose. So let's go ahead and just park those feet on the mat. We're gonna lift up tall, nice, straight spine. And then we're gonna give it a little twist over into a modified Marichiasana. So I'm gonna wiggle my toes forward there. So toes come on out, nice and straight. Rotate towards your Montag. Good, come on around to the front. Very nice. So I'm gonna send my left leg forward here, out and along that mat. I'm gonna take my right knee and I'm gonna drop it forward. If your knee doesn't like this, then you just stick with just a nice, we're gonna lift up into reverse plank. So if your knees don't like this, you find your reverse plank. So I'm gonna take my right knee and drop it forward into a half hero. Palms are on the mat behind me, and up we lift. So I get a little quad stretch there into that right knee or that right thigh. And then we'll come on down. So bring it on back, park that foot on the floor, lift up tall. That was our half hero. Let's make our way towards a nice modified hero pose. I'm gonna bring my right knee here, stack it over on top of the left, and I'm just gonna round forward, nose to that knee. Keep your left knee nice and easy. Before we scoop ourselves up to the top. Good, we're gonna untangle those legs, park those feet on the mat, lift up, and now we're gonna give it that spinal twist away from your Montag. So rotate to the other side. That's my left. Good, come on around to the center. Fantastic. Send those hands here behind you, straighten out that right leg. So your choice, you can straighten out both legs for reverse plank, or maybe that left knee can drop forward and we can press up, lift those hips up off the floor, half hero. Before we come on down to the mat. Nice. Untangle those legs wherever they are. Take that left knee, stack it over on top of the right, and round forward. Modified hero. Lovely. Up to the top, untangle those legs, place both feet on the mat, and one more time, lift up nice and tall. There we are. That spine is long. Begin that breath down at the base of the spine. Inhale all the way up to the crown of the head. Exhale, move that breath back down that spine and take another breath or two just like that, lifting up and becoming longer. Nice. Take both legs, over to the left. Let's just do a little mermaid pose here. So there we are with my legs over there on the left. We can rock out that left hip, just a little lift and lower here. And there you go. Nice, easy movement. We're gonna go ahead and reach away from that mermaid tail. So go ahead and relax that hip. Send that right hand here out to the side, or maybe your right elbow, and we're just gonna scoop all the way over. So come on down. If you push that left hip down towards the mat, you'll get more length into that left side body. And we're just gonna go ahead and reach over here. Good. So hand on the floor, elbow on the floor, whatever you like, but let's just swing that left arm forward and over. So every time that arm comes forward, we get a little relaxation, and every time that arm comes over the ear, we can stretch into that side. And as you're ready, we'll come on up to the top. Good, take those hands behind you, open up that chest, squeeze those shoulder blades forward and lift up that chin. Good, take those legs over to the other side, the other mermaid. And then once those legs land, we can rock and roll out that right hip. Good, good. Relaxing that hip. We're gonna go ahead and scoop away from those legs into your mermaid stretch here. I'm gonna drop my left elbow to the floor, take a nice reach. And then we breathe. Inhale, swing the arm forward. Exhale, bring it over the ear. Take a couple of those. And we will come right back up to the top. Bring those hands right on around behind you one more time. Squeeze those elbows together. You can park your hands on your hips. You can interlace your fingers back there. But let's just push that heart center forward and up. Look up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And relax it. Good. Go ahead and bring those legs forward. Easy, easy seated position. Lift up tall. Find that breath. Base of that tailbone. Inhale up through the crown of the head. Exhale, lower it back down. Good. Let's give those hips and that back one more stretch today. So let's go ahead and find your legs in a nicely stacked position here. So I've got my right lower leg stacked on top of the left. If this doesn't work for you, find a position that does. This is our fire log. So wherever you are, if that doesn't fit, right? Maybe just a nice cross-legged position. Or you can even bring the soles of your feet together for butterfly. But once you are there, let's go ahead and just walk forward one more time. Drop down. Before we come in and up, I'm going to do the same thing, fire log on the other side. This time I'm going to stack that opposite leg on top. Left leg is there, walk it out, drop it down. Very nice. In and up to the top. Always give you extra time on that second side because that's usually the leg that we never park into that position. So let's go ahead and untangle those guys. One more time, grab those thighs, lift up tall, inhale, breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. Lovely. We're gonna flip over onto your back. We're gonna need your strap so we can stretch our hammies. So I'm gonna bring my head right here, buddy. Is that okay? All right, down we go. Nice. Excellent. So down on that mat, hug those knees right into your chest. There we are. We can feel those legs come in. We can feel that mid-back pressing down into the floor. So soften up the shoulders. Good. Breathe here. Inhale. Move that breath along that spinal column. Exhale, back down that spinal column. Take another breath. And relax it. Fantastic. We're going to find our dead bug pose. So reach down, grab those big toes, pull those legs right on up into dead bug. And we're going to push your tailbone towards that mat. Hopefully your mid-back is still connecting to the floor just as it was a moment ago, right? Lovely. Grab your toes, hold your ankles. We'll bring the soles of the feet together, grab those ankles again, and scoop your nose up to those feet. There we are. You've scooped everything up. And we will roll it back down. Nice. Knees come together. Let's go ahead here. We're going to set that left foot on the floor, set that right foot on the floor. Everything is nice and easy, and then float those hands right on down to the mat. Let's go ahead and roll right up into bridge today. So lift up those hips if you can, bend your elbows, and let's maybe bring your hands here underneath your hips to help you push those hips higher to the sky. You can roll your toes off or your heels off the floor. I don't know my body parts today. So push those heels right up to the sky as you push those hips up. Breathe, breathe. Release those hands. Still lift up those hips. Inhale here. And exhale. Roll through that spine to come back to the mat. Then hug those knees into your chest. Scoop it up, curl it up, round it up. Fantastic. Down to the mat. Uncross those ankles, flop those arms out to the side, and let's go ahead and drop both knees over to the right. Take your right hand, push down on that left thigh a little bit. Roll your head to the left. And release. Go ahead and roll through the center, and we'll go to the other side right away. So there's that spinal twist. Left hand presses down on that right thigh. Roll that head to the right. Just soften the body and enjoy this moment. We don't need to hurry. Good, good. Go ahead and come on back to the center. Give it a little rock, a little wiggle. We're gonna place one foot on the mat, the other foot on the mat, and then flop those knees out and open into reclining butterfly. There's that little hip wiggle again if you need it. We'll bring those hands together, interlace those fingers, and then scoop up, up, up. There we go. Curl it up, engage your core, but do remember to breathe. And excellent. Down we go to that mat. Release those arms and draw those knees back together. Easy, easy. Good, good. Let's go ahead and find our through the hole pose. This is just such an excellent pose. So right ankle to that left quad, hands behind that left thigh. Pull those legs in, and there we are. If you need this to be a little bit more intense, you can bring those hands on around in front of that left shin. maybe if you're feeling a little fancy, you can bring that nose up to that knee. Fantastic. Down we go to that mat. And then we're going to go ahead and place that left foot on the floor. Pull that right heel close to your left hip. Straighten that left leg down and out along your mat, and just let that right knee flop forward a bit. Don't force it, just let it flop a little forward. And get a little bit more openness into that right hip. Just hitting it at a different angle, that's all. Nice. And then back we go, bring it on in. Park that left foot on the floor, and then let's stretch out your right hammy. So, band, no band, it's all good. Let's go ahead and push that right leg straight up to the sky. Flex that right foot, no band. Grab that right leg somewhere. But let's go ahead here and just push that right heel to the sky and lengthening all through the back of that right leg. Giving your body time to stretch, practicing patience. And then transferring that strap into that right hand so we can open that right leg out to the side and still push out through that right heel. Nice. Inhale, breath in. And exhale, breathe out. Release that right leg. Wiggle it out a little bit. Give it a little shake. And then let's just try the other side. So left ankle, right quad, and through the whole pose. There we are. Good. If you need a little bit more, you find that eye of the needle pose. And maybe the nose and the knee come closer together. Before we relax down. Lovely. Right foot to that mat. Very nice. First, let's go ahead and straighten out that right leg. Pull that left heel up towards that right hip. And let's just allow that left knee to flop forward a little bit. Just a little flop there. Don't force it. Just let it flop. And always noticing, especially as we do the lower body series, if your body feels even on both sides. Maybe, maybe not. But it's all what is about right for you. So excellent. Now we'll go ahead and pull everything in. Grab your band, loop up that left foot, and let's find that left leg, hamstring stretch. Are you still there? You're still there. Alrighty, flex that left foot, lengthen that left leg. Good, another breath, more melting into this pose. take that strap in that left hand, open that left leg out to the side here. Very nice. And then as you're ready, release that left leg, send it down and out along your mat, and maybe we can bend both knees. Both knees, give everything a little wiggle. We'll go ahead and duck walk those feet together, flop those knees out and open, definitely wiggle those hips here. And we really should be feeling a little bit more loose at this point, yes? Wiggle out those hips, breathe in and out a couple times. Connect that breath to that body. Before we draw those knees back together, we grab a thigh so we can rock ourselves up to the top. Excellent. Let's take a couple of full forward seated bends. We're going to make our way up to standing. So go ahead and take that right ankle over on top of the left. Inhale, up we go. Exhale, fold that body in half. Breathe at the bottom. Scoop yourselves tall to the top. And then we'll uncross, recross, opposite side. Here we go. Inhale, up. And exhale, hinge. Before we take our time to lift right back up to the top. Good. Untangle those legs, wiggle them out, wiggle out your upper body. Everything should be feeling great. So let's go ahead here, flip over to our hands and knees. Over we go. And we're just gonna make sure that our spine is nice and straight in that position. There we are. So come on up. Excellent. So hands and knees here, there we go. Belly is in, supporting that back. And then let's scoop it up, cat stretch. Round it out. Nice flat spine, belly is in, everything is still nice and secure. Walk yourselves over to the right in the extra puppy. Look back towards towards both feet. Not just the right, but you can see them both back there. We're gonna come on through the center and walk to the other side. Good. Come on around, back to the center, and then we're gonna press ourselves up to down dog. So tuck up the toes, lift yourself up, down dog. Push your head back towards your feet. Nice. If you'd like to walk your dog here, you absolutely can. Let's do what feels right. Good. And then I'm gonna walk my feet forward towards my hands, and I'm gonna take my time to round up to the top. So soften your knees, scoop it, roll it, round it to the top. Once you get there, take a breath, inhale up, and exhale down. Good, bring your hands to your heart at namaste, standing tall. Let's just have a seat into chair. Sun salutations are coming, I promise. But right here, sitting down into chair, let's go ahead and rotate to the right. Once you've rotated, reach that bottom hand towards the floor. Send that top arm up to the sky. Back into your rotation and back into chair. Good, let's lift up tall at the top. Lifty, lifty. Have a seat into chair. And then once you're there, opposite elbow to that opposite thigh. Extend out those arms. to the center, back to chair, and lift up. Good, relax those arms, right on down beside you. Wiggle out that upper body. You might want to place your hands on your tummy just to feel your center. And we're just gonna lift those heels off the floor. Take a few of these. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Breathe. Lifting up as high as you can. And the next time you come down, we're going to stay right there. Take a breath, grow taller. And move that breath back down that body. Nice. Wiggle everything out. So we're going to do a couple of sun salutations today. I'm going to rotate this way, so that way I won't step on my little buddy here. I wouldn't do that anyway though. But we're going to mix these up a little bit. So each sun salutation will be a little bit different. If you get lost at any point, come right back here to the top of your mat and wait for us. We'll catch up with you, right? So lock your thumbs, place those guys right over your heart, stand up tall. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time, breathe in. And breathe out. Here we go. Send those hands forward, up and back. We've got a little backwards bend there. Exhale, fold forward. Reach those hands right down for the floor. Step that right leg back, and let's go ahead and find that runner's lunge. Good, lift your head, look forward. We're gonna drop that right knee to the mat, release those toes, and let's go ahead and lift up into monkey pose. There's the monkey pose, the shoulders are down. And then we're gonna hinge forward, set that chest on that thigh. Scoop it back up, shoulders down, and then hands to the mat. Tuck up the toes, lift the knees, step back, down dog. Nice. From down dog, knees to the mat, release your toes, chin and chest to the mat, slide forward, lift up into cobra. Shoulders are down, derrieres are tight. And we release. Tuck up the toes, lift back up, find your down dog. Take that right foot, swing it forward between your hands. There's your runner's lunge. Looking forward. Drop the left knee to the mat, release the toes, scoop it up, monkey. Hinge it forward. And free monkey. Up we go. Hands to the mat, tuck the toes, lift the knee, step that left foot forward, fingertips touch, reverse one. Inhale. And exhale. Back to the heart. Namaste, round one done. Let's do that again. Inhale, forward, up and back. Exhale, hinge. Ah, buddy. And release, hands to the mat. Right foot, big. Step back. There's our runner's lunge. Lift your head, look forward. Good, good. Drop the right knee to the mat, release the toes. We're gonna bring your hands to your heart, then namaste. Give it a rotation, right elbow, left thigh. We've got a little twist. Come back to the center, hands to the mat, tuck the toes, lift the knee, step back, down dog. Good, there's our down dog. Come forward into plank. Nice, knees, toes, chin and chest, right on down into cobra. Curl it up. There we go, derrieres are tight, upper body is lifted. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, release, push it back up, down dog. Here we are, there's that down dog. Take that right foot, swing it forward. Find that runner's lunge, looking forward. We're gonna bring back that twist. So left knee to the mat, release your toes. Come on up, there we are, left elbow. to the outside of that right thigh. Center it up, hands to the mat, tuck the toes, lift the knee, step everything forward, reverse swan dive, inhale up, and exhale down to the heart, namaste, standing tall. Again, inhale, forward, up and back. Exhale, hinge, and reach to the mat. Right foot, back it goes, sink into that runner's lunge, lift the head. We're gonna come on up into warrior. Drop your right knee to the mat if you would like. So there we go. There's our warrior. Look up. Hands down to the mat, push back into pyramid. Maybe you can roll those left toes off the floor. Roll those left toes back down to the mat if they aren't there already. I'm going to leave my right hand on the floor, and I'm just going to scoop my left arm up to the sky. A little rotation in that pyramid. Good. Hand to the mat. Let's go ahead and step ourselves here into down dog. And we're going to find up dog. So plank, knees, toes, tighten up your derriere, and up dog. If you wanted to do a little chaturanga there, that is absolutely awesome. I'll give you another chance to do that. Tuck up your toes, lift your knees, down dog. One more time with that up dog or through chaturanga, whatever you'd like. There we are. Derrieres are tight, and find your up dog. Lift those ears. Good. Make your way back to down dog. Fantastic. We need to take that right foot. We need to swing it forward between your hands. So lifting up into warrior, left knee can drop to the mat. That is all right. There we are. Find that balance. Hands to the mat, push back into pyramid. Rolling those right toes up perhaps. Good. Right toes down. Leave your left hand on the floor. Scoop the right arm up. Down we go. Fantastic. Take that left foot, step it forward to meet the right. Fingertips touch. Inhale up. And exhale down. For funsies, let's just do one more round of sun salutation. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, hinge it over. Fantastic. Right foot back, left foot back, forward to plank, knees, toes, chin and chest to cobra. Curl it up, tuck it under, push it up, down dog. Fantastic. Take that right foot, swing it on up to the front. There we go. And then take that left foot up to the front. Fingertips touch, reverse swan dive. Inhale and exhale to the center with those hands. Close your eyes. Float your toes off the floor. No gripping. Set those guys back down. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. Good. A little bit of energy we brought to the body. So let's go ahead and relax those arms right here beside you. Wiggle everything out. And we're gonna go ahead and have a seat on your mat. So as best you can, let's do that without your hands. You can bring your hands to your heart or just let them here down beside you. But let's go ahead and come on down onto that mat. No hands. You do what you need to do. Good. So from here, since we're already down on our mat, let's just do a little bit of inversion today. I'll show you guys a nice modification. If you'd like to do shoulder stand, you go for it. Or if you'd like, let's go ahead and come on down. Take your band, loop it up and around those feet, and push those feet right up to the sky. There we are. So we can flex those feet, and we can hang out here as we just work to lift those feet over your heart. If you're up in shoulder stand, remember to breathe. Shoulder stand requires a lot of energy. So find that breathing rhythm. I see you. Good, good. You can certainly give it some variation here. Maybe a little pointing or flexing of the feet. Whatever you would like. If you are up in shoulder stand, let's go ahead and just drop those feet over your head. Push your palms down into the mat. Good. If you are using that band, you might want to release it. So from shoulder stand, take your time, roll your spine to the mat. Once we all reach this nice 90-degree mark, we can use the muscles of the core to go ahead and lower those legs down to the mat. Good. Once you've brought those legs down, let's go ahead and come on up to Matsyasana, the fish pose. Draw those elbows here up underneath you. Open up the chest. Let the head drop back. And really push those ribs to the sky. Deep arch in the spine. Before we lift up that head and roll back down to the mat. Good. Hug those knees into your chest. Give it a little rock. We're going to give it one more little easy twist. So flop the arms to the side. Bring those knees to the right. And then through the center, take them over to the left. Nice. Back to the center, give everything a little wiggle. And then we're just gonna go ahead and stretch those legs down and out along your mat. Make your way into a nice relaxed position for Yoga Nidra. So you guys go ahead and come on down. Montag and I are gonna sit right here on the mat. We're gonna give that body just a little massage today. You guys seem like you need a little extra there in the upper body today. So in your space on your mat, comfy, cozy, you can relocate to the couch if you'd like. But wherever you are, let's just take a breath, inhale. And then as you exhale, soften and sink that body into your mat. Relax. Go ahead and float your fingertips right up here to your temples. And let's just do a little circular motion there in the temples, right? Releasing any tension that might be in that part of the body. So some easy circles. You might even be able to make yourself yawn here. Let those fingertips come on down to your jaw. Maybe you can just pull those fingertips down and encourage yourself here just to let the tension in the jaw go. If you happen to clench your jaw at all. Just a little bit of softness there through the jaw. Good. Bringing those fingertips up to your ears. Maybe you can kind of massage that ear, maybe between your thumb and your index finger, all parts of that ear. Right? You can even press in and up behind those earlobes. Good. Even through the tops of the ear. Nice. Floating those fingers then down to your neck. Go ahead and massage your neck in a way that feels good to you. Bring those fingers then down to your shoulders. Same thing. Maybe you can press those fingertips in just behind those shoulder blades, and then maybe let your elbows just come forward a bit. Lovely. When you're ready, let those hands float on down to your mat. In your space here, eyes are closed. With that upper body feeling relaxed, let's go ahead and just exhale the rest of the body right on down into your mat. Let it go. Here we can breathe and just feel the inhalation and the exhalation. Feel that breath animate the body. As you slowly turn your focus inward, find that safe, quiet space where you're just relaxed, gentle, and easy. Let's hover in this space and enjoy a few moments of peace. Slowly and gently, let's bring your focus back into your space and back into your breathing rhythm. Deepen that breath, and let's move that breath along that spinal column. Inhale from that tailbone all the way up into the crown of the head. And exhale. Move that breath back down into that tailbone. Deep, full breath. And as you breathe, let's start to wiggle those fingers and toes around a little. Bring some energy into the body. You can stretch out, you can roll over, you can stay right where you are. You can slowly make your way up into a seated position. But wherever you are, let's close your eyes and come inward for a final moment of quiet, focusing on your own uplifting idea, thought, prayer, or just a moment of silence. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Shanti means peace. Om Shanti to you. And thank you for yogaing with me today. Thank you for yogaing with Montag as well. So until I see you guys again, remember, be good to yourselves, be kind to yourselves, get your vitamin D, hydrate, and as always, go wash your paws. I can see my paws. His paws are down there somewhere. So namaste, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Good job, buddy.